Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest. Try to sink my ship like Titanic and leave me with Jack. Hope I be panicking, but I rose to the top. Isn't it funny that the is built like a Maserati, yoga folding like origami? What? I walk the walk, I talk the talk. I be saying what I want. When I had no deposit, closet was looking real bare. Now I made a deposit, my closet's looking super rare. Drove it really far. Crazy how this just happened, wishing on a star. It's a celebration, I ain't talking Mardi Gras. With a little patience, you'll be eating Budokan. What you want? What you want? Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll be watching the Falcons' sure-handed tight end. He had a standout.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Well, the Falcons now get to stretch their wings on offense here, and at quarterback for them is a former second overall pick who spent 4 seasons as a starter in Tennessee, Marcus Mariota. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy.
Yeah.
In addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Yards is the distance on the punt there, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. As Seattle's offense comes onto the field, we'll see a 10-year veteran under center, guy who broke into the league as a starter back in 2013, Geno Smith. Now a shot downfield on the opening play is complete.
And what a start to the season he's had. 10 touchdowns through the first 2 weeks. Now we won't start playing the game of what kind of pace is he on, because it is a long year. But at the very least, he's got to be the front runner right at the Offensive Player of the Month for September.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 40. The 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly. And getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expect him to make a run in not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But now it's third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, Mariota looking for Green, and it's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Now the Seahawks will bring the offense back onto the field, and they'll go for 2. After the interception, here's Smith. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense, everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Atlanta regains possession of the football.
It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Now Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Smith. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
So certainly a defensive mistake here in the first quarter, getting hit with a roughing the passer call.
And that hurts not just because of the yardage you gave up and give them a fresh set of downs, but that brought the home crowd into this one. And when you go on the road, your job is to silence the crowd, not energize it.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Smith now to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota.
And complete to Drake London.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
It's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team. And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
He's off to a pretty shaky start, to put it mildly. He's had 2 passes picked off and run back for touchdowns, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet. 1st and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota
at their own 25-yard line. Back to it after the pick 6. Mariota.
And caught by London.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw is Mariota. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. The sack backs him up, so now Mariota in Atlanta dealing with a 3rd and long.
Back to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football.
Now here's Bradley Pinion now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a first down throw. It's Smith over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
On 2nd and very short, Smith. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. His his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Seahawks continue to pull away here in this first half.
Myers connects on the PAT, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Some good games coming up here in Week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
This offense so far on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he is going to have the Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Mariota rolling to his left. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the tuck and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mariota over the middle, caught by London. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Straight ahead, Patterson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Now the try here for the point after. And that'll make this a 19-point game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing, Mariota. And caught, right side, Green.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
On now to punt. Here's Bradley Pinion.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
On the check.
The final shot here before break. Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you back.
But no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. DK Metcalf of the Seattle offense about set to take over once again.
Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Gino on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that moves their lead up even further. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25.
So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Patterson running between the tackles. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Mariota on first down. Dancing to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Darrell Taylor picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Mariota. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. And that is no good. And they will remain well behind.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through.
This is caught inside the 15.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
And the Falcons are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
To try again after the sack. Mariota. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be third down. To throw Mariota. Being chased out left. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Before they can get the punt away whistles as we've come to the end. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Catch is made by Metcalf. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Targets Metcalf along the sideline.
And he is out of bounds here. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Seahawks are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing, and partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Mariota's throw into the hands of Pitts here.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. Here's Bradley Pinion now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
As Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
Ready. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Geno now to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Geno. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Walker.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now Smith on 3rd and goal.
Throw out wide to Walker. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll come out in the pistol. On 4th down, Smith. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Mariota's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. He's up to the 20.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Now Mariota. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Mariota.
Into the hands of London.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mariota now to throw on first down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Uchenna Nwosu able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
With this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they win.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it, and the Falcons grab it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while...
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
And the Seahawks come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the Riasi, we still outside.